Hey, what's up, AJ? This is a quick demo video for you for your Raxus Starkiller. First of all, thank you for picking one of these up. This was a saber I designed for Sean over at SP Sabers, and of course he did the run. So I really appreciate you guys picking one of these up. You sent me this. It was clean. So what I did was I first went through and I weathered it for you. Hopefully it picks up on the camera, but I did send some pictures. Various weathering and heat staining as well. So the emitter is steel. Heat stain that. Your rods here are titanium, as well as the upper and lower chamber pieces. So those got the heat stain treatment. You've got a real quartz crystal in there. The back piece is the Taco Shop brass chamber add-on piece. So that's in there for you. You've got a Carl Chen V4 Neopixel connector in here. So we'll light that up here in a second. These are made from steel, these four pieces right here. So these got heat stained. And of course, as you know, this one is on a magnet, so you can slide that down and that reveals your secondary chamber. All right, so we'll slide that back up for now. To get to the chassis, all you want to do is just unscrew the handle. It is a tight fit in here, but everything fits fine. You had requested for the chassis to stay clean, so that's what we did. All right, so up here you've got your secondary crystal chamber. So you see your crystal in there. It's got a rotating plasma gate, and I'll show you that. In this section right here, I made this light up as well. And this is your battery cover, so you can take this off at any time to take your battery out. All right, you've got an 18350 battery in here. It's held on with magnets, so when you pop that off, there's your battery right there. And then when you want to put it back on, it just snaps back down into place. You've got your kill key, or your kill switch rather, located right there. This is a fully enclosed 28mm Smuggler's Outpost Elite speaker. And then when you flip it over on this side, you've got an OLED screen, and then your board cover also comes off. It is on magnets. All right, so when you take it off, you've got your Proffie board here, access to your SD card and your micro USB. There is only one sound font on here for now, which is my font. I put it on here by default. There's a copy of the config file that I use to build that up on the SD card. I have a piece of paper right here. I kind of like to show these when I do them, just in case you ever want to go in and mess with your config. You can see what I did there. This is my professional chicken scratch, but you can see each LED pad, what it corresponds to. So for instance, where my finger's at, LED pad 5 and data pad 3, that's going to be the secondary crystal chamber along with the empty space. So basically what that is your chamber here and the empty space right here. All right, so that's how they're laid out on the config file. But to turn this guy on, what you want to do is just come over here and flip your kill switch. Whoops. You got your OLED screen right there, so you've got my boot up. Your two crystal chambers, they are doing something a little bit different until we come over here and turn it on. So it's a 2-button setup. Your front switch over here on your box, if we can focus in on that, your front switch will be power, your back will be auxiliary. All right, so we come over here and turn it on. Now you got that broken circuitry effect down here. And then your spinning gate over here, right? Of course, your main crystal's pulsing and your LEDs. So we'll turn it off. Just wanted to show you that your OLED screen was working and everything like that. But when we turn it on, we can go ahead and throw our handle back on. So it should go right on for you. Lock it down into place and again hit power. So when this is on, the handle's on, this thing sounds very beefy. And you've got some shine through right here. Or you can just come over here and slide this down, and that will expose your chamber as well. Your blade lock up. we'll slide that back into place. So just wanted to show you that the chassis is aligned properly to give you that little visualization. For blade retention, it's going to be this guy right here. So just back this up a little bit. You don't have to take it all the way out. Just get it out of the blade socket, and you'll need a 7/8 inch blade. All right, so let's put your blade down in here. And we hit those pins and then screw this back on tight. That will lock your blade in. Of course, blaster bolts, just tapping auxiliary. If you want blade lock up, hold it down and hit the saber. You can see it right here. And then as you go like this, it moves closer to the tip of the blade, or it'll be the middle of a full-length blade. You've also got twist on. All right, and then of course twist off. And then to play your soundtrack, it's a long press on the power when the saber's off. All right, and another long press to turn it off. Just like that. All right, so we'll break this back down. Just loosen this guy. Take your blade out. I'm going to tighten this back up so I don't forget that. We'll just take the handle off real quick, and I'll show you that the kill switch is working. All right. We'll take the handle off and turn the saber on. Just like that, and then flip it off from here, and it kills everything. Your LEDs are on a timer, so if you don't turn the saber on right away, all this stuff will time out and they'll turn off so they don't kill your saber. All right, but when you're done, we can just go ahead and put the handle back on. And that's basically your Raxus. So let me know if you have any questions. I will package this guy up and get it out in the mail to you tomorrow. Thanks, AJ.